Welcome back to a very chilly Ben's garage. We had a bit of a frost this morning, quite a good frost, but indoors it's nice and overnight 18 degrees. Oh, lovely, central heating, can't beat it. Today I'm going to show you what we've got in the back of the car. It's a bit of a winter emergency car kit, but it's not like a survival kit, if you like. When it comes to winter driving, you know, 10 inches of snow, this, that and the other, the best bit of advice I can give you is don't go out in your car. I spent quite a few years out on the road on recovery trucks, driving spec lifts mainly because of the mechanic background. I did have a spell on flatbeds. I didn't find that quite as exciting. With the spec lift, I spent quite a few years with a Century underlift with a big boom on the back. I'll show you some pictures. The boom had two 12,000 pound Ramsey winches. I think they were Ramsey winches. That rings a bell. There was nothing I couldn't get out of anywhere with that. It was absolutely brilliant truck. I loved it. And that, because we had the police contract as well, you know, we sort of got to see quite a lot of different things. So that's sort of my background for being out in the crappy weather and all that kind of thing. We've got the 4x4. Now, round here, nobody's got 4x4. So if we had a lot of snow, you know, we would do our neighbourly bit, get people to the shops or whatever. So I'm just going to show you some things that we carry in the back of the car, so that we can help people out, get ourselves out of trouble if we need to. We don't get that much snow here. Last year we had probably 4 inches of snow, which sort of was gone by lunchtime. It was hung around in places. We did have a few days of snow, but you never know when you're going to get it. You know, we could get a really good year and bad year, and have a lot of snow. We don't have a lot of call for snow chains, anything like that. So if you've got a 4x4, the best thing is some decent tyres and a winch, but we haven't got a winch. We've got decent tyres and we've got all the aids on the car, traction control and this, that and the other. So we'll bring you over into the back of the car and I'll show you what we've got. Oh, those boot ramps are lovely. So I normally have everything in a bag. We've got the bag here. We've got these in a different bag because we're using them for starting the other car. So I always like to have a good set of heavy duty jump leads. Now you want a nice long set and some with some really good clamps on them. Don't buy this Mickey Mouse stuff at the Halfords or wherever. So that's the first thing. If your neighbour's got a flat battery, you can go out and start them up. Or if you're out and about and get to the shops and someone's in the car park, flat battery, you can lend a hand. So in this bag we just got general stuff. We've got a torch, rechargeable torch, bit in the end and a bit on the front, because there's nothing worse trying to do something on a car and you can't see what you're doing. Always carry a knife. This is just a pocket knife. It's got a little blade in the handle, so if you had that in the glove box, say you was in an accident, quite often what happens in a lot of accidents, the doors lock themselves, or the doors are locked, because a lot of these cars have got anti-hijack. I mean, this one has, but I've turned it off because as soon as you start rolling, all the doors lock, and I can't be doing with that. Say you're in an accident and you're trapped in your car, you can cut yourself out of your seatbelt using that or the blade, and then the next thing is you need to try and get out of the car. So you've got to smash a window. If you've ever tried smashing one of these windows, you could throw rocks at it, you could throw anything at it, you won't smash that window. But if you just hit it with a little bit of metal, there's a bit of pointed metal bit on the end of there, if you just get hold of that in your hand and dunk, that'll shatter into 1,000 pieces. So always carry a knife, or you can get like these window breakers. That's all. If you come across an accident and they can't get out of the car, bish bash bosh. Always handy to have a knife with a little screwdriver. I mean, that's a little screwdriver tip in the end, but that would do for smashing a window. So torch, knife, jump leads. I've also got in here, it's not the best because, you know, we don't use it often. There's no, until I'm feeling a bit flush, a 5-ton tow rope. Now, as I said before, we've got the 4x4. I think the Range Rover, I'm sure I read somewhere it's got a 7-ton snatch rating. It could be 5, but anyway. Someone's just slipped off the road, front wheels are into a ditch. Normally most cars are front wheel drive. Just hook them up, pull them out. You know, this is rated at 5-ton. It's got Mickey Mouse hooks on it, which I'm not too happy about. I'd rather have these shackles. But I didn't want to buy one because I've got a tow rope somewhere in the garage. Anyway, that's a different story. I think in France, and I don't know if any other countries, I think it is actually illegal to tow a car on the road with a tow rope. But to get you out of trouble, this sort of thing would do. It's rated at 5-ton, so you're always going to want to rate it for what your car can pull, sort of thing. And then you could be someone's knight in shining armour. Now, when it comes to power, as I say, if the weather's bad, be prepared. Get your shopping in. Normally, you're told when the weather forecast is going to be bad. Make sure you've got plenty of food in the house, so you haven't got to go out. But if you do have to go out, you need to be thinking about these things, because you get stuck like those people got stuck on the motorway for 24 hours. If you've got nothing, your car runs out of fuel, you'll get freeze to death. Simple as that. So this is one thing that we carry in the car anyhow, which is oh my word. Which, I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn it into the light. That's a power pack with the jump leads in the bottom there. With this power pack, which, funny enough, that's got a torch in the end of it as well. Hold that button. Yeah, ta-da! Now, this power pack has also got 2 USB outlets in it, which, if you're out and you're stranded, you can charge your mobile phone. Very handy. So that's that. One last thing that I carry in here, I will just try and extract it from the bag, is this RAC. What is it, you say? I hear you say. Ta-da! It's only a folding bloody shovel. Now, I had this worked out the other day, but there we go. And it folds out like so. Metal shovel, plastic handle. If you get yourself stuck in a snowdrift or something like that, you can dig yourself out. It packs down nice and neat. I'll fold it back up. Yeah, folds up flat as a pancake. It comes in this nice little bag. And it stores away. Yeah, job done. So a nice foldable snow shovel. So the only other thing we carry in the car is, I'll just show you, you've seen it in other videos, is the iCarSoft diagnostic tool. It's not going to really help you if you're stranded, but if you're out and about and someone's got a problem with the car, I can plug that in and say we can just fix it, or no, you need to get it towed to a garage, sort of thing. It might be a fault code that needs clearing that stops the car from starting, you just don't know. But I carry it in the car anyway because it's the car we use it in. So if you're going out in the winter, take yourself a blanket, water, something to eat, thermos if you're that way inclined. Don't forget your Mars bars, or chocolate bar, cereal bar. But most importantly, don't go out in bad weather. So I thought I'd just show you what we got in the car. As way of an emergency kit, we got the triangle that comes with the car. That's in the back here somewhere. Because obviously all the tools are in the back, underneath, tacked away with in one of the sides or with a spare wheel. I'm not exactly sure where they are on this. That's that, and but at the end of the day, just stay indoors in the warm. Best thing to do. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up if you did. So from me and the Hobbit over here, keep butting in. It's bye for now.